What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 11? Number 10? What's going on, every guys? Whoa! One second here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Actual VR Show. We are on episode number 10. This episode is going to be a little bit quicker than yesterday's episode, maybe in edit, I don't know, it may be longer, I don't know. But today's gonna be really heavy on some of the editing techniques that are used within 360 videos. And today specifically, we're gonna be going over replacing the tripod with something like a chair to give you the impression that you were sitting down in a seat, and replacing the sky if if you recorded one day in not optimal conditions in order to replace the sky. And I'll show you how I went from a cloudy day to a very clear and with blue skies and big fluffy clouds. So the first thing going on this week that I want to talk about is San Diego Comic-Con. Now, San Diego Comic-Con is important for a variety of reasons, but specifically today we're going to talk about the impact and the presence that virtual reality is going to have. They've already announced that there's going to be a virtual reality Marvel superhero game coming out in virtual reality. And Comic-Con this weekend will be the first time that people are able to try it out in person. And guys, from what I've seen, the gameplay looks amazing. So to give you that sense of being a superhero, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think it's a great thing. I think it's going to be executed very well, and I'm very excited about this title. Also too, I'm going to link down below. Upload VR did a great story on some of the things that are going on, some of the VR installations you can stop by, as well as some of the talks, some of the panels that might be interesting in regards to virtual reality. The second thing I want to talk about is a company called Purple Pill. Now, Purple Pill has done some amazing things for the community, and if you're involved at all in doing any type of professional 360 video work, you know of Purple Pill. And the amount that they give to the community, to the professional community, is just overwhelmingly over leveraged. I mean, they give so much without asking for anything. And if you go to their website, purplepill.io, they have a cornucopia of, I haven't used that word in forever, of resources for you to be able to go on their blog and check out some of the things. But specifically today, I want to highlight a list of distribution outlets for 2017 of all the platforms for 360 video. One of the biggest problems that 360 video is facing right now is that everybody wants to be the Netflix of VR, the YouTube of VR, when really YouTube is the YouTube of VR. They've already started incorporating 360 video. They did that. They were one of the first to do it, and they already have an audience. So it's really hard to convince somebody otherwise, or to convince a content creator to publish on their platform if an audience isn't there. So they give you a great idea through this graphic here that, some places that you go that are curated, some places that you can publish tours, some white label apps, just to give you a great guide of different places that you can publish content as a 360 video professional, or if you're a brand trying to figure out where you want to distribute your own content. Should you go with an app? Should you put it on YouTube? Should you have a white label? This blog post does a great job of explaining in depth each platform, the pros and cons of each. And guys, that's really gonna do it for our news section of the show today. It's been a crazy day. I've been getting some things ready for a trip that I'm taking in a couple months to Africa and to Asia. So some of these episodes are gonna be a little short while things get busy, but I still want to give you guys something. So thank you for paying attention. If you wanna stick around, I'm about to show you a little bit of how I replace the sky, some of the before and after, and it won't be an in-depth step-by-step tutorial, but it'll show you a little bit about what's possible with VR. So if this is it for us today, thank you so much for stopping by. If you want to stick around, I will see you in right about now. All right, guys, so I'm going to go over just a couple of things here with some of the files that I took. Now, the first thing you have to do, you have to film it correctly. And what I mean by that is you'll notice that I have some still images here of some of the areas I knew the tripod and the chair would be. So I took my GoPro rig that I used on this shoot, and I placed the chair where the tripod was. And what I did is I took a video, actually. I took a video and where the approximation of where the rig was, and then I pulled a still from the video. And what you end up with is this file here. This one here is of the refrigerator, because I knew the tripod was going to be in the way. And this one over here is the chair. So I slid the chair in there, used a little bit of the book, and that way I had a good reference point there. So, and then I want to open up Photoshop. So I do use Photoshop in this. I'm going to show you exactly the composition here. All right, so you'll see here down at the bottom, I've managed to use cube map form, which cube map is, you're able to get the cube map from Metal Skybox, one of the plugins, the Metal Skybox Converter. And what that allows me to do is take what would be spherical and open it up into a cube. So I now have flat surfaces to use and to throw that image, and use some Photoshop to be able to mask and fix the tripod there. So we have this cube map here, and this I'm in After Effects. You can see as I turn in that Photoshop document that I have in the composition layer, you can see that I'm able to turn it on and off. And this is the equirectangular, so this is what it looks like. But you can see here that we're working with the chairs underneath there. We've done some color correction. We've sharpened it a little bit. And when I'm dealing with GoPro rigs, I record with medium sharpness, so in post I like to sharpen it. It makes it look a little bit better. It makes it look a lot clearer. So you can see here as I switch it on and off. Oh, there's the color correction there. You can see the difference between what I had and what I've got now. And there's the mask for the second Photoshop document where I cleaned up the tripod. I'm sorry, where I cleaned up the laptop and the refrigerator on the side there. But now here we have an outdoor shot, and this was shot on a very drab day. It's very gray. We were really hoping for some blue skies, and this is what I captured with the GoPro rig. And you can see here that because I put the camera on a 45-degree angle, a lot of that tripod is showing in the shot. So what I want to do, what I want to show you guys what I did is I removed the tripod. You're going to see me in the corner there to the side, hovering. Now a lot of people say that you can't direct in 360, and you can. You just have to get a clean plate, and a clean plate is essentially just a clean area of what that looked like without you there. So this is what I did here is I masked out all of the sky. I went through and painstakingly went through. Now you can roto this. I'm not as experienced when it comes to roto. I have people that do that typically for me when it starts getting a little complicated. For something simple like this, masking this off was sufficient. So you can see I went through and masked off there. And this is the image from another shot I had at a different day, on a different day. And you can see there's just a huge difference. It looks so much better. And there's the rig being removed, and you can see tripod no longer there. And you can see where I got rid of myself, and you can see where I really cleaned up the edges of the tops of the trees there. Now what I'm turning on and off here is you can see that when I first mask around this tree, there's a lot of white spaces. You can still see that gray sky going through. But what I was able to do is I was able to clone stamp some parts of this tree and fade it in just a little bit better. Now, in the headset or on the phone, once it's rendered and shown natively on whatever platform, it's not gonna be there. And you can see I'm gone as well. You can no longer see me. I'm there, I'm gone, I'm there, I'm gone, I'm there, I'm gone. So you are able to do that. And there's a tripod, some clone stamping. This one didn't turn out as great as I wanted to. It's a little soft, but again, viewing it on a cell phone and a headset at 4K resolution, you're not really going to notice that. So I think before and after, we're looking at a much better looking shot. So yeah, so that's how, those are some of the things that you can do within 360 video with After Effects while using Adobe's After Effects, Photoshop, and really Metal Skybox, which Metal Skybox now is included in the Creative Suite and will be part of the plugins included with Adobe products, Premiere and After Effects. So getting to know these and being comfortable with these is really going to help you in producing good looking 360 content, good professional looking 360 content. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you guys are still here, give the video a like. Let me know you're still here. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I can go further in depth. I will say none of this are things that I figured out on my own. I figured a lot of this stuff out using the people that have gone before us, Alex Pierce, Charles Yeager, a lot of the guys, the sky replacement coming from Jamie Pence, owner of Video Bread based out of Louisville. He did an awesome talk during Adobe Max 2016. I think I owe a lot of credit to him and some of the work that he's done. He does some brilliant work. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.